Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on another Thursday night, the best day of the week, in my opinion. If you are a fan of independent media, if you're a fan of the podcast format in media, a lot of good shows happen on Thursday every single week. This is one of them. We are here to get fact up tonight. I of course, I'm the lieutenant colonel, and I have a sidekick that rides along with me every single Thursday night. Today is March 7th, 2024. We got the threes and the sevens rolling today, Yona.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling it.
Oh, wow.
Pull that lever. We're gonna get triple cherries, buddy.
Damn, you are
Let's see how you
serious.
got.
Fucking hauling out the God
Oh,
voice at the top of the show.
oh
Wow.
shit. Oh wow, I had that on full Morgan Freeman mode there. My bad.
Yeah, man.
In fact, wait a second. That was all the way up to James Earl Jones 11, I think.
Oh,
Uh,
no.
ooh.
What the hell were you working it on that you had it cranked to 11?
I am your father.
Oh, you're
Anyways,
cooking up something new, aren't you?
uh, well, I did put a touch of reverb on the last song I did with uh Kingsley and Deadfella earlier today. Because he once again it started with like a little sample about 40 seconds long, and Deadfella was like, "Listen to this." And I was like, it's kind of symphonic, a little bit like November Rain. I was like, but if you want symphonic music, man, that's what I did, my freshman year when I was a music theory major at the seminary or however you say it. Not a lot of pussy there. Uh, there were nuns that came by every now and then, but they weren't like the cool weed smoking Mexican nuns that are featured in my latest video. Quiero fumar, Viva Cypress Hill. Anyways, the
Shout
music
out, be
theory
real.
thing. We were and Sand Dog, Orale way, way. So I was like, man, I can orchestrate, man. I was like, we got to put some parts in here. And so the funny thing is, normally, whenever I'm cutting a track with Dead Fella, like he'll send me two or three or four versions. He's like, well, this is it. No, this is it. No, I had something else. Well, this time I told him from the get go, I was like, man, on the chorus, I was like, I'm probably going to end up because I'm using Studio One now in addition to Audacity. I did most all the song in Studio One now, which is the one that he uses, so it makes it faster. I can immediately cut a MIDI track, immediately export a mix down, whatever. Just makes the whole mastering process easier using the same software. So
I get it. I dig it.
it just sucked for me because I'd never used it before. And oh, the joys of jumping head first into software that you don't know how to fucking use. Barrel of monkeys. Anyways, god damn.
I actually
So
recommend everybody do it at least once in
yeah,
your life. Just if you don't
just
know what Yona's talking about right now, just do it. Just
oh,
pick
sink or
anything. Any
swim,
software will
sink or
do.
swim.
It
Oh,
doesn't
my
matter.
God.
Just dive in, try and figure it out.
It's more fun if it's editing software. I don't care what you're editing. Oh my god. Anyway, so I told him like when we get to the chorus, I'm gonna have like probably six parts going. And so he sends me the full length track pretty much where it's got, intro, verse, chorus, outro, solo, and then the coda tail on the end. And so I record like I started with the French horn part, and then I played bassoon part, I think, and then I added cello, and then
Wow. Getting orchestral.
the oh yeah, we went totally Philly harmonic past the Ducci on the left hand side, and So then I added the viola, not violin, but
Yeah, viola.
viola. We're gonna go with viola,
You can say it either way.
viola
Viola,
with the
viola.
garlic aioli sauce. There you go.
I
Um,
don't think they discriminate, against either pronunciation. I believe they're both allowed.
uh, so well, no. First, I sent him just the French horn and the bassoon, and mixes them in. He gets to the chorus, and he was like, "Well, I took part of the bassoon part out on the verse." I was like, "Well, I kind of figured as much. That I mean, they were playing the exact same part during the verse. They diverged during the chorus. I told you it's going to get wild on the chorus, man." He's like, "Well, the chorus is kind of dead right now." Like, I just wait, man. And then he sends it back. He's like, "All right, well, I've got it all mastered up. Just need your vocals." I was like, "Hang on, buddy. That's only two parts, man. I got four more instruments to play here, buddy." Then I'll sing. So then I had the strings, the cello, and we're going with viola. Going with viola.
All right,
Um,
that's fine.
and then when he put in the strings, he's like, "Holy fucking shit, bro. Wow, man. This is fucking amazing." Well, then he adds electric bass, electric guitar, records like this backing track vocal thing where he's doing this like humana, 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 like not saying any words, just like this. We're going to call it dead fella scat for lack of a better word. Um, think like Cab
It has
Calloway.
so many different meanings.
Think of like a Bangladeshi take on Cab Calloway, maybe.
All right.
Maybe. Skiddly boo bop bop bop. Anyways, he's doing his homina homina in the background there. And then and he's like, "Hey, this is fucking
Probably putting a hex on
awesome, dude."
somebody.
So so then like I had to go do something, run some errands or something. I'm gone for like an hour. I get back. Fuck, he's done giving it to Kingsley. Well, Kingsley got a hold of my lyrics. It's like, "Well, this is awesome." Well, he then wrote another 4 or 5 lines into the chorus and then wrote a whole nother verse. Um, but then like he did his, because Kingsley delivers like well, we all know Dr. Dennis here, I think, on Liberty Radio at this point. He is a regular. And we love his diction and his delivery.
Hmm.
So he's doing his thing there on the chorus. And then he's got his little verse part at the end. So I hear all that. And then he shoots me back a message. "Man, it's still kind of dead on the chorus, buddy." I was like, "I've only done 4 of the parts." He's like, "I'm still waiting for your vocals." I was like, "I told you there's 6 parts I got to play, man. Then the vocals, then you'll see." And I just kept waiting. When I finally get to the last part, I play the fucking oboe because I had oboe, clarinet, bassoon, viola, cello, French horn.
I'm still tracking. I can hear it.
So, and then I had my vocals, and he's like, "All right, so you're doing the vocals now?" It's like, "Yep, yep, yep. I'm about to rip the vocals." He's like, "Well, what are you gonna do?" It's like, "Well, what do you mean?" He's like, "Well, like, what are you thinking?" I was like, well, actually, there is one song that's coming to mind." So I went to YouTube and I found "Burden in My Hands."
Mm-hmm.
Um, for those that are in need of some music theory or maybe some basic fucking music history, we're talking about Soundgarden and Chris Cordell. But I figured "Burden in My Hands" would have given it away. But
Right.
2024, there's young kids out there.
There are.
Soundgarden is
The album you want
mid
to
to
search
90s.
up, kids, is "Down on the Upside" from
That's right. Down
Soundgarden.
on the Upside, Soundgarden, Chris
Phenomenal
Cordell.
album.
So So I send a message back to Deadpell. I'm like, I'm going for Chris Cordell on this. He's like, holy fucking shit, dude. And then I ended up getting the verse, got the verses in one take, but took a while to figure out the chorus. Um, well, plus, like, I didn't have the extra lyrics. Like, I saw him once, and then I got done, and then that fella was like, "Where's the rest of the chorus?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He sent me this long ass chorus with like 12 lines or something.
What?
My chorus had 4 lines or something. I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck is this?" He's like, "Well, Kingsley added to it." I was like, "Yeah, I I like it, man. This is actually a bona fide co-authored motherfucking song, man. This is great, you know." And then it got to the part at the end where Kingsley is doing his thing and Deadfell is doing his uh Bangladeshi scat there, the humana humana humanas in the background. And then I come in and I'm doing my thing, and all three of us are fucking singing at the same. Telling you, man. And again with the I don't know what 12 different fucking instruments at this point. Like, damn, man, orchestrated the fuck out of that thing. Actually wore them out because I mean it took almost 4 hours to make that. and, uh, and I wore him out when he got done with the last match. He's like, I really want to work on this more, but I've been rendering for hours. This chair, man. That's right. I wore out Dead Fella.
Wow.
Don't anybody tell him I said so either. This isn't being recorded,
Don't worry. It'll just be between
and
you
no
and
one's
me,
gonna
man.
find out.
Yeah, just you and me. That's it. I ain't gonna tell nobody.
Oh, thank God we're just on Odyssey.
Yeah.
Or wait, is this on something else too?
Not yet.
Oh,
We have we
no.
have
Wait a second.
plans in the works.
That's right.
I
That's my
didn't want to say
segue.
anything yet.
I didn't. I didn't. Uh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll just skip right along here.
There's stuff happening behind the scenes that doesn't get broadcast and nobody ever talks about it. But there's actually work that takes place at Liberty Radio, folks. It's true.
Coming soon to an internet theater near you, folks. Keep them on the edge of their seats, Drizzle.
Yeah.
There are
So,
things in the works.
Did we need to check on Joe?
Yeah.
Make sure he's okay? Does anybody know if Joe's okay? Yeah, do we need to check on him?
Whoa, now one of his chin horns is bigger than the other. You would think they could press the fucking air bubbles out of that mask.
Wow. I mean, he looked pretty good coming in, you know. Looked like he got the grade A stuff straight out of Columbia. You know, wasn't stepped on. You know what I'm talking about.
I was going to blurt it out, and then I thought, I probably should, because I would just go straight to hell. But then again, I like warm weather. So fuck it. Look, what I was going to say, when I was going to blurt out, if he stroked out, if he like did a Mitch McConnell, like a
Oh,
right
wouldn't that be fantastic? He just straight glitches out like 30 minutes into the speech. I would
straight up do like the fucking Toyota commercial, man. Oh, what a feeling. Bam. This chair would be to the wall, man.
Dude, that would be must-see TV. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Put that shit all over the internet.
I'd be remixing that on the next fucking song.
Yeah, you and like 10,000 other trolls. It would be everywhere. Like it would be 90% of your feed. It doesn't matter what the platform is.
I normally don't dubstep, but I tell you what.
That would be worthy.
I'm not the biggest fan of dubstep. But if he strokes out on the fucking dais and gives me some good fucking seal honks, maybe a good turtle croak, maybe. Not a full-on croak. We don't wish death upon the president here. Oh, no. We have nothing but respect for our glorious supreme sniffer in chief, Alcestigi, as he is known in Cherokee. Sniffer. Anyways,
See,
and it's all for
Yona
real.
loves him enough to give him a Cherokee name. That's how much we revere the helmsman of this particular corporate enterprise.
And of course, I did slip to the drizzle, the internet viral sensation. The official name of the song is
Fart noise.
bracket fart noise. Alternative title, I pooped on myself. But that is a tribute for President Poopy Pants. And he's still cranking away. Back over here to
Really?
ABC Disney for Weekend at Biden's.
Check him out.
Wow. Everyone, all these fucking 80-year-olds are on their phones, fucking with their phones while the president's talking.
Bloody.
Wow.
Oh, now he's talking about Selma, Alabama.
Why is he talking about Selma? Why is she doing this shit?
Ku Klux Klan. Yes. They were beaten and left for dead.
Oh, look.
My late friend John Lewis was on that march, and we miss him. Oh man, this is if you ain't black, you
that's
ain't
right.
vote for me.
If you don't vote for Joe Biden, then you ain't black.
You ain't black.
Protest on that bloody Sunday to help shake the nation.
Oh, there's the token.
5 months later,
is that token's mother from South Park?
Oh.
I don't know, but he's been going about 45 minutes now. Like, you got to figure it's starting to wear off now, right?
Thank you.
Whoa, that bitch got 2-color hair.
Yeah. You know what that means?
But 59 years
Keep
later,
your distance.
their forces taking us back in
Oh,
time.
that's orderly. That's an
Voter
orderly right
suppression,
there.
election subversion, unlimited dark money, extreme gerrymandering.
Is he talking about his
John
donors?
Lewis is a great friend to many of us here. But if you truly want to honor him and all the heroes who marched with him, then it's time to do more than talk. Pass the Freedom to Vote Act, the John Lewis Voting Right Act.
All right. Well, you heard it, folks. Vote early, vote later, vote now, vote often, vote by mail.
Right. Wow. Poor Kamala, man. I hope she got I hope they fed her like a energy bar or something before this. I mean, she hasn't been up and down this much since she was with Willie Brown.
And you notice how she's got that crocodile neck now, like a crocodile's belly.
Yeah.
Pretty soon it's going to be full turkey caruncles. Like, oh my God. When's the last time you saw Hitler? Woo! Her neck looks like her ankles now. She's got cankle neck.
Yeah. And her daughter's starting to look like that too already. That's really funny. All right. That's enough of him.
Oh, man. It really is. This octogenocracy really is fucking.
I'm just curious, like,
sad, man.
are they going to take him out before November?
Yeah, he's toast. He's Dunskies. This is like Team America World Police number 12.
What is tonight? Is
still
Swan
using
Song?
they're still using the same wooden fucking puppets, and they're all fucking wore out, and half of them are like bug-eyed, like Di-Fi, shout out Dianne Feinstein.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking sad.
That 90 seconds or whatever that I just recorded of the State of the Union. Hopefully he lied at least once while I was recording. That would be kind of awesome.
Guarantee it. Well, he's talking about racism. That'll get us kicked off. So he's lying.
I guarantee it.
Because Lord knows, Biden's not Confirmable fucking racist for his entire fucking life. I mean,
Yeah, I thought
if
everybody knew that.
ever there was just the most fucking racist, classist, lyingest piece of shit alive, it would have been Joe Biden when he was still alive. I don't know who the fuck is playing him tonight. God.
I'm not either, but I mean, he was passed the torch from Senator Byrd, right? When Senator
Yeah.
Byrd left public life or whatever the fuck they call it,
Right.
he
turned over
passed
the
he
keys to
passed
his
the
closet
torch
to Joe Biden.
Yeah, to Joe Biden, because everybody knew Joe was racist.
Yeah.
He said
didn't even
publicly
try to
that
hide
he
it.
didn't want his children growing up in a racial jungle.
Yeah. And then the best part of
Fact
all,
check me, I dare you.
the whole speech about super predators, they have no empathy, they must be brought to heel. He made that speech first. And then, irony of ironies, Hillary Clinton plagiarized Joe the plagiarist. But she's the one that's gone down in history as owning the whole super predators thing, when it was his whole thing. His whole spiel was about the super predators, and that's why he crafted this fucking 1994 crime bill with 3 strikes you're out. And
Yeah.
the whole time his son's smoking
Well, he
crack in the
wrote the damn
basement
bill.
and banging girls that still have crowns in their fucking book bag, like these fucking lizard creatures. Seriously, this looks like a shitty Disney version fucking Star Wars episode 17 type shit. These fucking space ghouls.
Yeah.
And
Actually,
the
you know
most,
what though? I kind of miss having Nancy in the background there doing just like crazy, weird alcoholic shit.
yeah, having like the jumbo fucking D-size paper that she can rip in half of his
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah. Or the
While he's
fucking the
reading
weird
it.
gang signs that she throws up. Whatever the fuck
I
that
mean,
was.
the sad thing is that flaming fucking, oh my God, what's his name? Big Johnson. Yeah, it's him. Big Mike Johnson.
Yeah. Big Mike. Big Mike 24. You can
No, I'm talking
probably
about the
still
one with the
get
red tie there.
bigmike24.com. I bet it's
Because he
available.
took over for, he's the speaker now.
Oh, that one. That Big
Yeah,
Mike.
and I thought he was
Damn
from,
it.
is he Louisiana or Texas? No, he's from Texas, isn't he?
Don't you put that on us.
Drizzle.
What?
Where's that fucker?
I didn't have nothing to do with it. I don't vote.
I really should have come more prepared for this. Speaker of the House.
No, he can't be from Texas.
Yeah, Mike Johnson.
He looks like a total pussy.
I thought he was from Louisiana. I
That would
said
make more
Louisiana
sense.
first because he was talking about like he had this celibacy pledge with his wife or something. And God, I hope he's from Louisiana. Please don't be from Texas. Yes, he's from Louisiana. Oh, 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 Denzel Washington meme. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, Louisiana, they're their own state. They can do what they want. That's fine.
wow.
We shouldn't tell them how they should live their lives, just like they shouldn't tell us.
That's that oil money. But they add oil to their rice and beef. It's called dirty rice. Anyway.
Yeah. It's tasty.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I was actually planning to make that for dinner tomorrow night.
dirty rice with some cheese. Fuck. I was really jamming to that Anthony Bourdain. And I thought, I could do an Anthony Bourdain remix, but now I don't have to. Somebody already did. So there you go. It's covered.
Ooh, wait, what are you talking about?
That song you played, that wasn't Anthony Bourdain?
Was it Anthony Bourdain? Was that
Sure
with
sounded like it.
Akira the Don?
Sure sounded like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening at that point. I was listening to Joe.
Yeah. Remember we were talking about, because you said, well, I wonder what he did to piss off Clinton. Because, had he died any other way but suicide, it wouldn't have been so questionable.
Oh, well, yeah, I saw that you had mentioned him in the chat.
Ah.
Yeah, but I didn't have my cans on, man. So I didn't know what you were hearing. But I
See,
said
folks,
I
this is
was
what
listening to
happens.
Joe.
This is what happens when you do radio all week.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I was going to mention Jon Stewart tonight since he's doing the Daily Show again, and I was also going to mention Ukraine. So back to you, Drizzle. Mention
Yeah.
both of those. All right, moving on.
How much longer do they let him go? All right, if you're right, and Joe Biden is no longer walking among us, people who are breathing.
I didn't even look at the Tuesday primary.
Why would
I
you?
don't want to call them results because that kind of makes it sound official and almost believable. So
Doesn't matter. It's all a formality.
outcomes. We'll just call it the Tuesday outcomes. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to go with that. Outcomes.
Yeah.
And Viola. We're going with Viola. Outcomes and Viola. For those scoring at home, your special Sudoku pick tonight is 43719. That's 43719. And don't forget, folks, it's a value for value show. For the donationally inclined, be sure to take a gander on the interwebs over there to www.manufacturingreality.org. You'll see that beautiful pull down tab, which is going to take you right to where you need to be so you can become one with the Grand Theft world. That's right, folks. In a Liberty Radio kind of way. Help keep us going. We're listener supported. We don't have any paid
But it's true.
sponsors. Not that they haven't offered, but well, it's called dignity. Anyways, back to you, Driscoll.
Well, no, we have some simple rules that we follow here at Liberty Radio, and one of those rules is that we don't take money from corporations, right? So that right there just severely limits what we are able to do from a production budget standpoint. I think we do all right. I haven't really gotten any complaints.
We're listener supported because we're listener loved.
That's right,
Barry White.
Unlike the fake NPR that claims to be listener supported and gets subsidies from the government on top of what their listeners send to them. Wow. I would like to have that kind of deal. That would be awesome.
Literally NPR is funded like a Mike
on
Johnson.
Top of money.
If you look at the funding for a Mike Johnson Louisiana congressional campaign, same funding structure as NPR. We're talking Marathon, BP, Dutch Mobile,
Mm-hmm.
Royal Dutch Shell,
Exxon, or whoever they were just bought by. Do you know that Exxon just got bought?
Yeah. Well, I mean, because Royal Dutch Shell bought up Mobil, and it's Dutch. I think they bought them too. So now it's Royal Dutch Mobil Exxon. It's pretty much the Seven Sisters are slowly reformed back into one. Oh no!
Yeah, back into the mighty Hydra.
All these articles, right? Fuck, man! I've been making all this music, and then with all the 5 Yona links running around, and then having to work all the time. I'm sorry to those readers out there that are just dying for more of the actual literary talent of the Yona. You know, I just haven't.
Dude, I haven't written anything for 2 years. What are you talking about?
I just get high and then like end up like talking to RBL. I'm gonna blame it on all my music friends that I just keep making music, which is fine.
That's a
You know,
solid strategy.
content's content. You know, sometimes I write it, sometimes I sing it, sometimes I write it, then I sing it. Like today, there you go. Brand new song about vacant hospitals. That's how it started. Because when I was
Which is
listening
not
to
the
it,
business model, by the way. That's not how you make money at a hospital.
well, it is if you're a vulture capital. Did I say vulture? I meant venture capital. Um, because there's been. I closed that tab. Yeah, I closed that fucking
Yeah.
tab.
Well,
Anyways, it's like what was it? Since 2005, 137 rural hospitals have been closed across the United States, and the states with 5 or more were Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Tennessee, North Carolina. Come on and raise up. Take your shirt off, twist it around your head like a helicopter. It's bad. And then Georgia and Florida. And I was like, looking at the map, I was like, huh, that's weird. Literally looks like a map of the Confederate States of America. And that's where all these hospitals have been closed in the last 15 years.
mhm.
That's weird. Huh. What a strange coincidence. Well, at least they're not talking about Civil War these days. I've not heard a thing. At least
Yeah.
for like an hour.
Well, no, we were talking about it Tuesday night on Town Hall, right? This is all part of the One Health initiative in order to move medicine into the bold new frontier of telemedicine, where you're not
I get
actually
it.
going to see the doctor, you're just getting on a fucking video call with them, telling them what's wrong with you, and then they key it into the computer, and the computer spits out whatever prescription, and you just go and order that online. And hospitals are only going to be for like when you have to have something done to you, like when they have to cut something out of you, then you'll go to the hospital.
But in order to get to the hospital now, the whole issue is the fact that now in the dear old United States, arguably one of the single most difficult countries to travel in anywhere in the world due to an, a paucity of options to access about 95% of the country. I mean, there's, several dozen commercial airports. There's
Oh,
Greyhound
dude, there's airports
and
everywhere. There's airports all
Greyhound
over the fucking place.
and there's Amtrak. Um, but like
There's like
once
3
you
airports around me in
once
in
you hit
fucking
the
BFE, Texas.
well, that's because you're in oil land. You've got
Well,
oil
that's
infrastructure
probably true as
all
well.
around
Yeah.
you. And it's safe to say that the oil companies are the United States and that the military works for them. Example given, what were
It's a
they
fair
called
assessment.
again? Oh yeah, wars for oil. Anyways,
Well, there's a reason why we have Texas and Mexico doesn't.
yeah. I mean, if you think about it, the single most critical price that affects commerce and Americans of all stripes every day. For those making less than 100 grand a year, that's going to be the gasoline price.
Oh, I thought you
Because
were going to say pork bellies. But I wasn't tracking on that, obviously.
I do got more bacon downstairs. I made some pinto beans with black beans and rice, and I ate a little bit of it, but I slowed down. Man, I really hated missing out on the town hall, but really fucking sick. I've been chugging my fucking meds every 4 hours. My corral fate to take care of this fucking ulcer.
Oh, damn.
Be good enough to hang in there for tonight. Actually, be awake. It's like I've my what's it called? Oh yeah, circadian rhythm.
Hmm.
You're when you sleep and work, and I was already doing the graveyard shift, but I had been doing my naps from like 8 to about 12, which then I was like missing the morning shows, like AM Wake Up and David Knight. So then my nap ended up going from like 2 to 5, and then all of a sudden it ended up being like I was staying up until like 6:30, and then just passing the fuck out. And that's what happened. Town hall. I like passed the fuck out at 6:30, and then woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
Still sick as fuck. Because every day it's a challenge to limit how much you're poisoned every day in the United States.
It's getting that way. Yeah.
I don't know that you can 100% avoid poisoning of any type unless you're completely in bumfuck Egypt.
Well, dude,
And then
they're
at that
spraying
point, you can
shit in the
probably still
sky.
look up in the sky
Yeah.
and probably still play tic-tac-toe in the sky.
Yeah. How the fuck are you supposed to
Fucking grid
avoid
pattern.
that? That's going to go into the water table, regardless of whether or not it falls on you.
People ask me about geoengineering, and I just bury them with information. There you go. But that's right. Add more salts. And that's another thing. Oh my God. I ate a whole bag of Fritos and literally just about froze into a block of carbonite like Han Solo. Like there was something mixed in the salt. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like I could feel it in my teeth. Like it's bad. It's really bad.
Man, I've noticed.
Fuck you, Frito Lay.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's all part of the process stuff, right? But even
Yeah.
like fruits and vegetables, I'm noticing it just doesn't taste right anymore. Like there's something missing.
That's why I can't wait to make that log ass drive up to Pork Fest. Oh, I've already got my route. Yeah, we're going to Canada, so we're going to call it. I've got my route to Canada, eh?
Yeah.
All plotted out. Let's see here.
Right on, hoser.
If I recall, my plan is first to go to Monticello and take a big old hairy shit somewhere on the Monticello property. It's not going to be in a path. Coming for you, TJ. Because now they've actually renovated the fuck room. Remember when they were doing the renovations in Monticello? That's when they discovered the secret door with no door handle that led from Jefferson's office down a spiral
His booty
staircase
call room.
to a room that just had a wash basin.
That's right.
And a bed. What's the wash basin for?
Well,
You're cleaning the fuck. You're cleaning the fuck off of you when you get done fucking.
That's right.
Because you
he
love your
that.
12.
He was thinking ahead. He was like, man, after I get done, I'm probably going to have to go write some more on this declaration. I got like all these other letters that I got to get back with George.
The fact that he took such
John.
pains.
Ben's been like breathing down my neck.
I mean, it was
a busy man.
A comfortable bed with multiple pillows. Granted, well, although there were no windows, there was a candle. And there was also like a dumbwaiter thing, kind of like sending a basket down with lotion, but
Well, yeah,
Don't get me
and he
wrong.
had some of those that were like of average intelligence as well. Like he wasn't discriminatory.
The fact that Sally Hemings was a 13-year-old mulatto servant that he owned, you shouldn't think of it as like pedophilia, although it is. But more of like
Do you think I'll be able to say fuck room on Twitter?
sexual.
Like, will they flag me for that?
Is that sexual harassment when you're? But is he your employer or is he your? Um. Wait, does Dolly know?
Dolly.
No,
The sheep?
no. Dolly Madison was James Madison's wife.
Right.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't know what they got up to back then. She might have been in with TJ. They were all in
I'd say
Virginia,
she
man.
was too old. Oh
They all
yeah, I
lived
forgot
within,
about it. And you had those Rosicrucians back then too, and this
Yeah.
other weird fucking. They
No,
called them
I
religions,
would
but we know it's some
look.
eyes wide shut.
I'm going to go on the record right now on March 7th and say of all of our corporate overlords that we've had in the entire history of the United States company, right? Thomas Jefferson was our most benevolent overlord.
Yep.
And I'll take all comers on that one. I will.
I mean,
he would take anybody into that fuck room. All right. He was just about spreading the love and the freedom, freeing the
Andrew
seed.
Jackson had a shack next to the outhouse in the back where he would bang the bitches. Thomas Jefferson, on the other hand, architect, inventor, author, great leader, orator, and negotiator, and explorer, and surveyor. Jefferson, when he was drawing out the plans for Monticello, he's like, all right, well, when we do this part of the foundation on this side of the house where we got the rounded walls, we're going to need a double basement in there with a secret spiral staircase that just comes up through my office. And that's literally where they broke ground. I mean, the cornerstone is right next to the fuck. Because priorities, man, you got to think of this shit. But yeah, you can't get all the way up to like laying the shingles and putting on the Spanish tile, and they're putting in the fucking gazebos and everything. They've got all your plantings done. And then you think you're all the way up to the attic, and all of a sudden you're like, shit, fuck. Forgot to put a fuck room under my office for my 13-year-old servant. Damn.
Priorities, man. It's all about priorities. And one thing I know about Jefferson is he had his priorities straight. And this just proves what I already know.
Now, the best part of all is you had all these, like, let's call them black people, who had been told all their lives as the info was passed down through the generations that they were blood descendants of President Thomas Jefferson. But they were Hemings. And so, oh, you don't have Maury Povich on the soundboard, do you?
No,
anyways, folks, the results are in.
That's as close as I can get.
The results are in. Thomas Jefferson, you are the father. Yeah, they tested him, and they tested Thomas Jefferson, non-black descendants. Found out they're cousins. Yeah, they're the Heming children were fathered by Thomas Jefferson.
Well, he's dead. So, in general, you always have to be careful.
Yeah. Thank you, Bill. That's why there was a wash basin.
That's right.
Jefferson was raw dogging that shit. Obvious.
Oh, yeah. probably multiple times a day. I mean, again, the room was built with purpose, so it got used.
The most amazing
Absolutely.
thing of
No
all
question in my mind.
what was it like for the renovators that are like taking the fucking, the old style horsehair stucco out of the fucking thin ass little lathing strips? Like if any of you have ever fucked around in like an old Virginia home where it's got the diagonal lathing strips with the fucking, there's actual horsehair in the fucking stucco.
Yeah.
Like
That's how they used to build
on the
them.
wall, and that was a common
Man, we had
construction technique, 200 fucking years ago. Anyways,
we had stuff in my hometown that was built in like 1700s, early 1700s.
Yeah,
Like it was amazing.
Yeah, easy. And so these guys are in this fucking, what was Monticello built? 1780 something.
I'll find out.
It's in Tiki Torch Town there, Charlottesville.
Yeah. Why do you think they decided to choose Charlottesville for that exact reason?
Is destination number one on the Yona Pork Fest road trip. Because at Charlottesville, that's where I catch US Route 15, baby. Oh yeah. That's my ticket to the Erie Canal. Once I get up to the Adirondacks, shoot straight across to fucking Lancaster, New Hampshire.
1772.
I said 1780. So it was finished in 72?
Yep.
Wow. Well, maybe he built some more additions. So I was thinking the fuck room. No, I guess so. You said 1772?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take it.
Yeah, 4 years before the alleged revolution.
So anyways, I got to think
Isn't that interesting? He had that nice big plush house 4 years before we were a free country, allegedly.
The whole secret of Jefferson banging his 13-year-old servant girl, obviously after his death, somebody took pains to plaster over the door that led to the spiral staircase to the wash basin, and what I'm going to say was a juicy mattress. I think underneath
like New York subway juicy.
The Chabad Lovitz or whatever it is. Acidic juice. But yeah, imagine, dude, if this has only been like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. You've got this crew that's on contract and they're removing the fucking plaster and everything, and all of a sudden this dude's like, oh shit, there's a fucking door here, man. Like, no shit. Bro, give me my fucking Red Bull and my Mountain Dew. We're going down this fucking stairwell, man. I want to see what's down here. And they go down there, and they're probably the first people down in the fuck room, and like,
wow.
Probably 170. I mean, that shit was sealed up before the Civil War, dude. Man, that's the thing about Virginia history. Like, I don't know if I've ever told this story.
Yeah, there's
before,
actually history there.
My dad finding one of these things. Oh, one of those racism symbols. Actually, a hemp cloth homemade printed parade flag of the third national flag of the Confederacy that actually has blood stains all over. It's about 6 inches by 8 inches. My family had it framed under Polaroid glass, and it's on loan with the Smithsonian Institution per my dad's will.
Oh wow!
So it's there.
How gracious of your family.
Because when my mom and dad were working in D.C. when I was born, Dad was a consulting engineer with Arthur Young and Associates, and Mom was working at Data Control Institute because both had master's degrees and were super nerds. Imagine that. Um,
Wow. Data control is a very interesting connection to your life.
yeah. Yeah, she worked there for a couple months and then oh, that's right. She got her job at the Our Lady of Good Counsel Catholic Church there in beautiful Falls Church, Virginia, and started doing the CCD programs and quit her day job to just focus on being a Catholic housewife because there was a big argument about her working while Dad was working in the DC job where he wore a tie every day. Because it was 1973. You know, it was a different time.
Hmm.
She wanted the job, and he didn't want her to work. And then 10 years later, he started his own business and made her work every day. So there you go.
Wait,
Anyways,
was it Control Data Corporation?
yes, in Reston, I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the one. Went there and just typed on computers all day. The old kind of computers with
Wow.
the punch cards.
Right.
Punch card IBM computer. Yeah. Because see, my mom had gotten a security clearance because she was a block and a half away from the Kennedy funeral. Did I say funeral? The President Kennedy procession when they were in downtown Dallas, and he was shot there on Houston Street. Yona's mom was a block and a half away, and so she got questioned multiple times by the feds about why was she there and what she was doing. And she was there because she's a student at the University of Dallas, Catholic University in Dallas County, Texas. Go Crusaders. In fact, the chapel at the University of Dallas, they had just finished building and not christening, consecrating the altar and had said their first mass at the University of Dallas chapel. And my mom and dad were the first couple ever married in that church.
Oh, wow.
It's still there. Because the University of Dallas was like built or they moved to their new campus there 1960 or 61, maybe. I don't know. But they owned all the land there between Northwest Highway and Route 12 Loop. And, long story short, the Dallas Cowboys ended up building Texas Stadium on the property of the University of Dallas. And so all the parking revenue and every game that was played there was making serious money for them Catholics.
Mm.
But Jerry fucking Jones, man, after so many years, said Texas Stadium wasn't big enough. So
No.
I built a new
So you
Texas
built an
Stadium.
even bigger monstrosity.
Went down to fucking Arlington there.
Yes, Big H, Dallas does
Baltimore.
suck. That has always been my opinion of Dallas. And I don't expect it to ever change.
I actually did a, I guess you would call it like call it retro. That's what I was going for because there were a couple of retro bars I used to go to on Greenville Ave in Dallas, where all the killer clubs are, and you know, Blue October, they're playing live here in Ashland. They're from Dallas,
Hmm.
and just that kind of electronic, kind of like Erasure, but way less gay.
That's possible.
Yeah, because Erasure is about as gay as you could possibly get. So way less gay.
I don't know. I think they have some challengers in current pop music for
But
most
I'm
gay.
talking like that '90s retro synth. Like remember that song "Bulletproof" by LaRue? This time I'll be bulletproof.
Yeah.
Pew, 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 pew,
Yeah.
pew, 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 pew.
My
Sounds like
my
fucking
ex
video
had
game
that
music.
in her library, and
Yeah,
oh, Jesus,
yeah.
yeah, I hate that song.
It after about 2 or 3 times, you're ready to just take a sledgehammer to that Nintendo console, whatever's making
Yeah,
the
or
most
an ice
sound.
pick to your eye.
Uh,
Just get it over with.
I actually remixed that song, and yeah, yeah. There's a lot of songs I've made I never released. So I was like, "Fuck was I thinking?" But anyways, I got off track. So Dallas and Rockwall County line. Um, anywho, oh, it's wow, we're already up to 11 o'clock. Gee,
All right, yeah,
we need to check on Joe. Is he still kicking?
probably not. We're not going to check on him. He's got his own
Oh,
handlers.
thank
He'll be
God it's
fine.
over.
Good.
Oh, thank God it's over. He's talking to generals and
Oh wow,
that's definitely
they must
two
have
Israeli
really
hammers
dosed him
there.
up tonight. Like I said, he was at the beginning. He was animated. He was doing his whole bit. He was even trying to freestyle and kind of pulling it off here and there. He was old Joe, right? He was the entertainer.
I got to say, the new guy in the mask tonight did a pretty good job. Kept the script.
I was really hoping for like some Dark Brandon shit,
I didn't get to do my
I'm kind of
Toyota
disappointed in a way. Like I was expecting some threats, Like, all you people who don't want to do what the government tells you to do, just wait, your time's coming. I was expecting something like that.
Now, surely Kamala's not going to be all like butt hurt and shocked when like they just totally skip her over. There's no way they're going to run Kamala Harris.
Why
No
not?
way. I
Why
bet
not?
1,000 boxes of Cracker Jack.
Are you kidding? I actually,
No way.
I think that would be the way to go. Well, you already had Michelle went on, I don't know, some television program. I don't know what the hell it was. Because obviously the only people that care are watching television.
Drizled, man, they're already laying down the railroad tracks for the Gavadusa train, buddy. Like California has to be rail.
No.
I keep hearing all these
Not this
laudits
year.
and plaudits and
Not this year. Nope.
don't you
2028.
pay attention to the pundits?
Why?
Pundits are expert in punditry.
What is that?
Punditry is the science of punditology.
The science of walking around with your head lodged firmly between your butt cheeks? Because I would, it probably takes some skill to do that. I would imagine it's not something you can just try the first time and you'll do it perfect.
They know these people. They know these lobbyists. They've eaten fucking olives right off the toothpick out of the martini glass with these people.
They don't know anything that I don't.
But as Richard Grove would say, Drizzle, these are people.
Ugh. I mean, if you want to call them people, I think there's some other names we could probably apply to them, and most of the audience wouldn't object, really.
I just have to think that entire room smelled like fucking nursing home. Ugh. Almost like the smell of the blue gel water that's down in a porta-john.
Right.
Close to that.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
Stronger on the poop side.
Yeah.
It depends on how good the nursing home
Nursing
is.
home smell, yeah. Well, I mean, we've seen,
Oh,
what happens in the
God.
Senate meeting rooms. So, I mean, I can just imagine what takes place on the House floor,
Like, seriously, last time I had to make a food delivery in a nursing home
I mean,
to one of the nurses.
What was it
The
Madison
just
Cawthorn said?
God, the shit in the air. Like, I got outside the parking lot in the nursing home. I'm like fucking gagging, coughing up fucking cans of Glade or whatever the fuck they're spraying. God, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, I mean, it's fucking Babylon, man. The shit's going to smell because you got all kinds of bodily fluids, mixing with other fluids and,
And half of
that's
them have
just
been
how.
moved in their bed in like 10 days. And it's just absolute misery. And like, I honestly can't think of anywhere more depressing than a
Than
nursing home
Congress?
or
Oh,
DC.
yeah.
One
Yeah.
and the same. One and the fucking same.
At this point, yeah. I
Bunch
mean,
of
think about it.
rambling,
Think about it.
jabbering fucking old people that
So
don't
this
make
year,
sense.
because I would imagine, let's see, let's find out when Joe turns his next year, whenever that is. So I wouldn't be
Just
surprised.
turned 82.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
already the oldest fucking
That's
POTUS
right.
of all time.
But last time he got 81 million votes, right? But he's 81 now. So he's probably going to be 82, born November 20th. Well, he's going to be 81 on election day. So is he going to get 81 million votes again? Is he going to get 82 million, 83?
Listen,
I think he's going to,
people
personally,
love
I think
Joe
he's going to
Biden
get
so much.
133 million votes. Mark my words, people.
I think he can get 420 million votes. I put a bag of weed on it. Vote early, vote now, vote later, vote often.
That's right.
Always vote by mail. Vote for yourself, vote for your friends, vote for your pets.
Yeah.
Dogs
if you
and
vote,
cats have rights too.
Sure.
Think of the fur baby.
Well, I mean, the government sends
Someone
them
needs
ballots.
to represent them. Mr. Snigglesworth wants to support Ukraine. That's why he buries his shit in the litter box every day. Civilization depends on it.
That's right.
Otherwise, the Putin will turn into more than a fart.
If you vote 21 days in a row, it becomes a habit. Somebody told me that once. And I believe that it's true. I do. I don't know what the hell is going on in Jasper tonight, but I'm hearing nothing but sirens the whole time we're on the air.
I love these.
I hope the wildfires have
signs.
not made their way down here.
We got people running for Ohio legislature. We've got, who's that one guy with the fucking sign? Sherrod Brown, senator from Ohio. I live in Ohio, spoiler alert.
Right.
Ohio Yona. But like, I'm literally on the bank of the river, and if I walk down to the river, the spot where I made the video, and I piss in the river, if I piss to the left, I'm pissing on West Virginia. If I piss to the right, I'm pissing on Kentucky, because where the three states meet is like literally it's a few hundred yards from my Decano Geesty record studio here.
Yeah, it's all starting to make sense now.
So depressing, man. This shit show of a supposed fucking political elite that is just a shell, just a nepotistic shell of its former glory. With no charisma, no leadership, completely worthless fucking puppets. Honestly, if there actually was like a, I don't know, a permanent unelected federal government, let's call it a deep state, and they were actually running the country instead of our so-called representative democracy. I can't even say it straight. Yeah, whatever, man. It's almost like they're just literally just throwing it in our face, just rubbing it.
Yeah.
Here, have some more poopy pants just smeared in your face. Or how about Cankle? Cheeto dick?
Yeah. Well, I think again that's part of the whole.
Which puppet do you want?
Well, no, it's for those of us who can see beyond the stage play that goes on every day. It is supposed to be demoralizing, right? Because again, we're supposed to think that we're in the minority, which I still tend to believe that we are. At least those of us who are willing to talk about it, we're still in the minority here. Everybody else is doing whatever the fuck they're doing. But it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be a black pill, right? It's supposed to make you want to give up because it's a fucking Leviathan that you can't do shit about.
I see a way for Kamala Harris to become America's first female president.
Oh, I thought you were going to say first black president.
No, that was Bill Clinton. Woo, 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 woo. Fuck you, Arsenio Hall. Damn you to hell. In a handbasket. Anyways, if it's a fait accompli and the Fed and everybody knows, and even, Larry Fink and BlackRock, they're all like, oh man, they're pulling their fucking parachutes. They're like fucking dumpster fires about to go flying off a cliff. Then they'll fucking toss the keys to Kamala and say, here, you want to drive the bus? You can be driving this bus when it goes flying straight off a fucking cliff, and then it'll be absolute fucking, and we can blame it all on this. That's right. Black bimbo fucking president.
That's right.
Yep.
America, you will have your first female president as the shit is literally burning to the ground. As the roof is caving in and the fucking wheels are flying off in all directions, you will get your first female president.
If you want an idea of what it's going to be like,
waters.
I can take all the viewers and listeners
Congratulations.
there. If you want an idea of what we're talking about here, imagine if Beetlejuice fucked E.T. and E.T. and Beetlejuice's love child, Lori Lightfoot, became governor of Chicago.
I thought that's who you were talking about when you said Beetlejuice. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Either one, either the Michael Keaton from the Hollywood movie, or the Beetlejuice from the MTV show, the little black dude with the eyes and the funky teeth. Either one works.
He was fucking awesome.
Either one works. But yeah, imagine a Lori Lightfoot municipal administration, but
first time I saw him, I thought that was
more
Lori
giggles.
Lightfoot.
Way more giggles. Never any anger. I've never heard Kamala get angry.
No, she's doped up all the time, man.
That's not one of her emotions.
She's fucking zooted all the time. All the time. Like, I don't know exactly what she's getting, but it's the good stuff.
I'm going to say roxycodone. Roxycodones.
Could be.
Rox.
I don't know. I don't know how she likes to get down.
She's roxing it.
All right.
I mean, her married name is Emhoff.
Correct.
Because Douglas Emhoff is the... What is it?
He's the second man?
Gentleman, the second gentleman of the United States.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, do we call him lady or like? Yeah, I wasn't quite sure.
Because you got the, because like if it was vice versa and it was Vice President Douglas Emhoff, then it would be second lady,
right?
Kamala Harris.
I'm sure not the first time she's been second either.
She's good at second.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's right. See, now,
I mean,
if
she
Willie
was
Brown and
literally
Kamala had been in
appointed.
Vegas, we wouldn't know any of this.
Camel Toe has literally been appointed into every single office that she's held, only then to miraculously then win the election when it finally came.
Right.
Again, with it's just puns galore here. My God, they're just falling out of the oven. Got more bread puns than Panera. I'm telling you.
I wonder when is
and
Kathy
by the
Hochul
way,
up for election? How long is that governorship? Because she's never won an election either.
that's right. And thanks to Governor Hochul, I know that Bax is only spelled with O1X. That's right, He-Man. Who has the power? Castle Grayskull does, and it's in Albany. And that reminds me, I was going to mention Jon Stewart and Ukraine. I already did. Never mind. That's the second time. But homosexuality was a New York thing. And, I thought that Cuomo made his exit amidst allegations of severe, what do we call that? Male toxicity. Yeah, that's what it was, Drizzle. Male toxicity from Governor Cuomo. Not the fact that, I don't know how many tens of thousands of grandmas that motherfucker killed in nursing homes. Speaking of nursing homes.
Well, I found
Whatever
out.
happened to all that? Nothing.
I
Nothing
found
at
out.
all.
Yeah, no, I have to print a retraction here, because apparently I am wrong. This is not the first time that has happened either, by the way. But Kathy Hochul did win re-election as she won election to keep her job as governor, because again she had it handed to her.
Right. So
that
she
was
actually,
in 2022. She did win that
wow.
election, according to the people who count the votes. Because again, it doesn't matter what you vote; it's about the people who count the votes.
Well, if New York City counted up those Democratic votes in the 5 boroughs, then I guarantee. Back to you, Drizzle.
Yeah. So I was wrong. I apologize to everyone, and I will come up with some way to atone for my transgressions.
I do have word from the New York governor's office that just a mere honorary sacrifice to Satan will suffice.
All righty. So W.T. Stead, if that is his real name, in the live stream chat.
Oh, that's Scotty.
Yeah. I think he joined late because he wants to know if Biden is going to be alive on election day. And we actually already answered that question.
Oh, he's already dead.
Yeah.
So no, that's a no.
No, it's going to be Kamala slaying the Orange Man in November of 2024. And you heard it here first, folks.
He already died.
Take that to the bank.
This is clone Biden. There you go. Next. Check and mate. Okay, next. A rain dance. Why do they think these meaningless rituals will have any effect? And then he votes. Hey, rain dances work.
Yeah.
Rain dances actually work. Believe it.
Well, rain sticks work. I know that. Yeah.
Let's see. Now.
So
it's completely over. All right, it is completely over.
Are they done?
Now they're on to something else. So bye-bye, ABC. All right, folks. As promised, We got 3 minutes and 29 seconds of presidential salutation to get out of the way here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hit him with the pooped in the pants.
All right.
While he's still alive, he could die at any minute.
Probably the best time to do it.
Feel free, Yona, motherfucking feel. Yeah, this song. POTUS XL, the BI. Some of that Joseph Robin and Biden Jr. action. I get a rock hard when I'm sniffing kids. Dog on how to suck both my son's dick. Yeah, I pooped on myself. I pooped on myself. I get a rock hard when I'm sniffing kids. Dog on how to suck both my son's dick. Yeah, I pooped on myself. I pooped on myself. I said my son is a crackhead, but I'm the president. I pooped on myself. I pooped on myself. But I wrote the damn crime bill. I pooped on myself. I get a rock hard boner when I'm sniffing kids. Daughter on how to suck both of my son's dicks. Yeah, I pooped on myself. I pooped on myself. My son is a crackhead, but I'm the president. I pooped on myself. I pooped on myself. My son is a crackhead, and I'm the president. Pooped on myself.
Yeah, some extra memeage. You go with your tunes. Yeah. We spare no expense here, folks. Seriously, give till it hurts. We got bills too. That was a new mix, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that's called the Sucks Both remix. That's the Sucks Both remix. And there's a Death to Tyrants remix of that song. One of the only songs I've ever made my own, an original song, and somebody else has remixed my shit. The greatest honor anyone could ever pay you. Yeah. Yeah, there's a Death to Tyrants remix of I Pooped on Myself. And of course, he made one of those awesome Death to Tyrants videos, which has got like South
Oh,
Park
dude.
clips and just all.
Yeah.
It's
His
you know
videos
what
are off the charts. Good.
we could. I can send you the Rumble link for the Death to Tyrants remix,
Oh yeah.
which I don't think has ever aired anywhere.
Hmm.
It's just hiding on his page. And I've asked him several times for the MP4. And anyways, it's all good. Um, it's on Rumble on his page with like 10 views or something.
Oh
But
shit. You can just rip it.
yeah, there's probably a way to like
Yeah.
rip
I could
Rumble
pull that
stuff.
video off of Rumble. No problem.
Well, fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. There's software out there that does that shit.
Yeah, see, Shelly over there at the AM Wake Up sent me the software to rip it before, and it was like in the messages, and I never copied it. So, because that was really high at the time.
Yeah, if you
It's just never happened, you know.
Yeah, no, you just go and you search up like YouTube downloader or something like that, and you'll have like a
Yeah, that's what it
page
was.
of applications to pick from.
And it was like,
Yeah, again, here at Liberty Radio, we proudly support Media Human. And by support, I mean we paid for the license for their version of a YouTube downloader because it does a bunch more shit too. So
I think he called it,
was
I
well
pooped
worth
on
the
myself.
price.
Death to Tyrants. Come on, Rumble. Come on.
Good
Oh.
luck. Oh no.
All right, I'm just gonna have to find his channel. Death to Tyrants.
Should be on there. I don't think he's gotten kicked off of Rumble.
No, he's on there. I can't scroll, so I'm gonna have to go to Wi-Fi for a second. Hang.
You know, I do feel kind of left out because I hear about all these people catching heat from YouTube and getting strikes and having videos removed and stuff like that.
Right.
And like I've never had any problems with YouTube. Like not even like I had one video that they wouldn't put up because they said like a piece of it was copyright protected and the owner didn't like sharing it. But if I cut it out, that they would publish the rest of the video. And I was like,
oh
well,
my God.
no, I'm not going to do that either. And so they just didn't publish it. But everything else has been fine.
And I'm dropping it in the Discord now. I just found it. DJ High Yona Fart Noise Remix.
Oh my.
Death to Tyrants.
I feel unloved by YouTube, Yona.
YouTube's kind of dog shit though, really.
But I mean, am I not good enough to strike? Right? Am I not important enough to remove random videos from my channel? You know, or just give me like all kinds of different shit for no reason whatsoever. Like, I'm the unwanted child on YouTube.
I'll tell you what, I'll send you that Ralph Barrett video.
Yeah.
And throw it up on there and see what happens. It's gotten 2 of my channels killed. So if you put up the Ralph Barrett song and nothing happens, then it's personal. Then we know.
I don't know.
Then we know. They're really ignoring the fuck out of you at that point.
It could be.
They really don't like the Ralph Barrett song. It's never had a commercial play on it on Rumble. It's never been monetized, and it ultimately led to 2 strikes. And both times it was some Chinese media company that struck it because at the end of the Ralph Barrett video, I show Ralph Barrett being interviewed at the Wuhan Institute of Virology in China by a Chinese film crew. And there's like, you know, because the people's name plates and the shit on the wall, everything is in fucking chicken scratch. And as he's talking in English, it's got chicken scratch subtitles for those that read simplified Mandarin.
Right.
Anyways, and that video was from 2017. But the whole point of the Ralph Barrick song was pointing out the fact that Xi Zhangli, aka the Wuhan Bat Lady, and Ralph Barrick, they've been. I could even go so far as to say they've probably fucked. I mean, they've known each other that long. They've stayed in the same hotels. They've worked on the same bioweapons for,
I know
over 10 years. Over 10 years, man.
Well, there's pictures of Xi Zhangli and Peter Daszak drinking wine, having a good old time. Then they get up close and personal there in the Bat Caves. Some freaky shit can happen in those caves, man.
A little drink of alcohol.
You can create new life forms and shit.
In moderation, one drink of alcohol every day is good for your eco health. Am I right, Dad?
I don't know. I would ask the CIA on that one, Yona. I think that's who actually runs EcoHealth. I guess technically it would be MI6, right? Because Daszak's like a Ukrainian, Brit, American type of thing. He's got like 4 or 5 different citizenships.
Why not both? Why not? It's a big old tent.
Yeah.
Hell, bring in the fucking Canucks and the Aussies. I don't know about the Kiwis. They might do a hockey dance.
Yeah, isn't it interesting how all of this shit keeps connecting back to Ukraine?
Speaking of Ukraine, oh my God. Did you see the videos and the pictures of the Azov battalion soldiers in the Gaza City elementary school taking the chalk and beautifully marking onto the chalkboard their 3 of their different little cute little Ukrainian Waffen SS symbols, and then sending it back, because they're sending back pictures and video back to Queef or whatever the fuck they call it now, and I was like, wow, man, you got like actual fucking Nazis drawing swastikas on Palestinian chalkboards with inch thick boards. This is awkward.
A little bit. A little bit.
I mean, and,
so I'm guessing that they're not forbidden from doing media anymore. They're allowed to go and do interviews and shit now.
Well, no, this was what they had put up on their social media because
well,
soldiers have phones.
That's just Yona. That's marketing. That's all that is.
You're like, hi, Mom.
Yeah. They're just showing what it's like to be in that part of the world doing that job. We're
on our way to Rafa. Check out what I drew on the chalkboard.
Yeah. Yeah, we live in a fucking cartoon. I don't know what other way there is to say it. This is
it reminds me of that time
what you were taught in school, folks. That's not what this world is.
I was going to talk about that ship that the Israelis attacked, and normally I would just be talking about the USS Liberty, but we're going back even older because what's this show called again? Get Back, Carter. That's right.
That's right.
We're going back to the older attack, back to the days of Irgun, pre-Mossad. So we're talking Huguenot or Haganah, however you want to pronounce it, Huguenot. And the Huguenots, well, see, that almost sounds like Huguenots. Huguenots aren't that bad. Haganah. Anyways, the precursor to Mossad. So there was this ship filled literally with dozens, I mean, hundreds of people on the ship, but dozens of the Jews on board were like Schindler's List type Jews that had just miraculously made it to that ship.
Yeah, they had money
to sail to the port of Haifa on board the SS Patria.
What was it?
Patria. SS Patria. Patria. Pretty sure that's what it was. It's ripping off my head here. I'm not looking at the. I probably should look it up. I know I'm right. So it was the SS Patria, and it's got all these Jews that have literally just miraculously escaped fucking Dachau and Birkenwald, Auschwitz, and all this shit, and they make it to the port of Haifa. They're in the fucking port, dude. They're literally about to disembark. Hagen fucking swims out there, mines fucking thing, blows fucker up, sinks. I think only a couple dozen survivors. The rest of them just drown right there. Drown in the ship. But who were they trying to blame it on? You see, that's around the time of that fuck shit with, like, the King David Hotel bombing, and then like they were wiling out so hard in that cannon that even the British were like, "We're getting the fuck out of here. Here, you can drive. Here's the keys. Palestine mandate's yours." And then, well, or as the Arabs would characterize it, the Nakba. But the SS Patriot, that was during World War II. Jews were trying to escape. Wasn't it Haifa port where the Haganah bombed it?
Yeah. 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 On 25th of November, a bomb planted by a Haganah agent intending to disable the ship to prevent deportation by the British blew a hole in the side of Patria's hull. Sank in 16 minutes. Wow, that's fast.
Yeah. That's why it killed so many people.
Wow.
Particularly Jews that had escaped. But anyway. Yeah, see, I was right. There you go. I didn't even have to look it up. Thank you, Driz.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Did you know about the bombing of the SS Patria by Haggadah?
No.
Well, I just got you fact harder, didn't I?
Oh, dude, I've been fact up all night. I was fact up before we went on the air tonight. I'm super fact up.
You've been fact up ever since Air Boye got a hold of you. Bro, that interview was fire, man.
Yeah? Did you like that one?
Yeah. I caught part of it, and then I had to go back the following, whatever day that was. It's all a blur. It's today. No, it's Thursday. It's today.
That's right. It's the best day of the week.
So I caught part of it. Oh, it was Monday night. And then I had to listen to it Tuesday
that was
morning.
Wow. That was only 3 days ago.
It was running in because I had to get ready for my show.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Because I did a peasant podcast, and you were there.
That's right.
And so was Tom. That was only 3 days ago.
I know.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to hit it again.
Go for it. Yeah, I had a lot of fun talking to Hervoye. And I think I might have even learned a couple of things. I wasn't even all that high at the time either, which is probably why I'm having a hard time remembering it, because I'm pretty fucking high right now.
Yeah, I got...
Those gummies are... Yeah, they're right on. I'm going to get some more of those.
Well, I decided to mix all three buds into the same bowl.
Oh, no.
And it's just like... I'm not coughing or anything. It's fucking smooth, but like... I'm going to have to blow my nose again. My eyes are starting to run. I mean, when you start dripping from every hole, you know you're fucked good.
Oh, yeah.
Oof. Oof.
No.
All right, so we've got
We've
Oh,
only
wait
got
a
30 more
second.
minutes to go. So we're in the home stretch, friend.
God. So there's apparently this border bill, which has got the continuing funding omnibus and this other. I don't even like the words they use, man. Basically, the whole kicking the can down the road about, funding government, which basically means that they all get paid and all their staff gets paid, but they're going to close the national parks. They're going to stop the affordable connectivity program, which we get money from every month for paying on the fucking internet bill, I think.
Oh yeah, that ends next month.
And that ends next month because they don't have funding for it yet to go beyond next month. Because of course they had a sunlight provision in the bill for funding. I mean, anything that helps actual people is socialism,
Right.
and anything that subsidy to oil companies or weapons manufacturers is the entrepreneurship. It's a free market economy. Oh, yeah. Corporate welfare absolutely dwarfs social spending. Whatever.
Is government supposed to pay your way the whole way, Yona? Or is government really more, just your drug dealer, basically? Just give you enough to get you hooked, and then, all right, now you got to foot the bill for it.
Well,
because we got to send money to Ukraine, man.
Basically, what's going on here, if you think of Grand Theft World on just a national scale, there's all these different Guidos, there's all these different families, and they all have to get their cut. And sometimes Uncle Sam has cut a deal where he'll pay part of your bribe to Comcast or whoever. It's basically what I mean. That's what taxes are. I mean, you might as well call them tributes. You're paying tributes to the nobility because they don't pay taxes. How are they going to pay taxes? They don't have any money. That money belongs to some guy with a numbered account in Switzerland and the Cayman Islands. They're broke. All their money's just in real estate.
Yeah.
They don't have any cash.
Well,
except for all the offshore.
Think about this. Think about this, right? There was a decision made back in the late 80s, early 90s to transfer the internet from government hands to the hands of private business in order for the consumer rollout, right? Where it went from being a thing that the government was using exclusively to now the public is also going to be on it as well.
Yeah, that's when we got into some of that hypertext transfer protocol.
Right.
Shout out Timothy Berners-Lee.
Right.
Anyway.
So there was at one time the possibility for the internet to be an actual utility, right? Because it was created by the government using taxpayer dollars, right?
Right. And in fact, in the city of Chattanooga, Tennessee, it is a city public owned utility. And
really?
Chattanooga, unironically, has the best fucking internet in North America.
Huh. Interesting.
And that's
never been to Chattanooga.
That's the more you know. And Chattanooga is the English bastardization of Chattanooga, the great white limestone rock from wherefore thine can see 7 states.
Yeah. But if people think that the internet is ever going to be free and open again, they're kidding themselves. It's the whole reason why it was transferred from the public sector to the private sector in the first place, was to be able to start putting restrictions on it.
Well, all right. Think of like that painting in Italy on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel,
Yeah.
where the fingers are about to touch, and you know what I'm saying. That used to be the interwebs, where you could, and boom, you touch the world. Well, now put a Chinese finger trap on those two fingers, and we're up to date now.
Yeah.
You can't pull them apart.
Nope.
You've become one with your digital identity, Klaus Schwab. Your biological, your physical, and financial identity have become one. Talk about credit score, man. Social credit score. Because that doesn't apply to the certified investor class.
No.
Social credit
No.
score is
There are
basically,
different strata of the social credit system, Yona. They don't
I'll break it
interact with
down.
the poors.
I've not really heard anyone explain what the ultimate end goal of the social credit score system is. So let me say it once and for all. That is the culling order. Your usefulness will determine how long you're allowed to remain alive.
No, the AI will determine that because the AI
Right,
will determine your usefulness.
right.
Right.
Because the AI determines your social credit score.
Right. Because the AI is all powerful and all knowing. And why would you ever question the AI? It's smarter
So
than we are, Yona.
when Hal 2000 says, "Would you like me to sing Daisy again, Dave?" You say, "Fuck yeah, Hal. I love your music. I like you, Hal. We're homies. Don't kill me, Hal, please." 2001 Space Odyssey, Stanley Kubrick. If you haven't seen it, well, you just did. We just recreated that. That's the whole movie right there. Dave Bowman, HAL 2000. That's human artificial life form.
That's a good question. How much
Eye to
longer?
eye, mano e roboto. And you know who wins? Spoiler alert. We know who wins.
Yeah, we already know who wins.
You're fucked.
They
You
did a
know.
movie about it in 1999. Um, how much longer can they pull off this AI ruse that they're running?
Well, I've gained a new respect for AI because I used to get so mad thinking there's some pissant fucking bean counting paper pusher that just fucked me. Now I realize none of these decisions were ever touched by human hands. Thanks, algorithms. I don't have a human to get mad at anymore. Now I can just shake my fist at the machines. And
That's right.
as Skynet glares at me with its one red Terminator eye.
That's
Like
right.
HAL 2000. See, people think of the red eye and they go straight to fucking Schwarzenegger, fuck your freedoms.
Mm.
Baby Nazi Arnold himself. His dad was an actual fucking Nazi. Anyways, Arnold Schwarzenegger's dad. But long before that, again, since we're on Odyssey, shout out to Odyssey. 2001: A Space Odyssey on Stanley Kubrick. The defining personality of HAL 2000 is in the warm glow of his red eye.
Yes. His one
The
red
mono,
eye.
one red eye, which then is, I would like to think that's kind of a homage that you see play out in the Terminator 1 movie.
Hmm.
That they're calling back to HAL 2000, that AI fucking eyeball.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see Cameron doing that. Yeah. Because he's part
But
of the club.
instead of HAL, it's Terminator. Instead of Dave, it's Sarah. I'm sorry, Sarah. I can't do that. Sarah, what are you doing? And that is pretty cool. He's like pulling out all the little programs and getting into the circuitry and Dave, what are you doing? It's some pretty good. So
That's pretty good.
it's like if Rantcast worked in the movies
Oh,
That's what he would
dude.
do. That's
Yeah.
what he would do with all the fucking voice effects. Like, oh my God. I just once I would love to just push all the buttons on his soundboard. God damn, man. The fucking shit that he has, just instant pull up, blink, boom. Got the fucking bill. He's got all of it.
Yeah.
He got it all there. It's all there, buddy.
I always forget that the soundboard is there.
It's like Prego. It's in there.
Yeah.
It's in there.
Yeah. The soundboard is definitely there. It gets covered up too. Because I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 programs running. Hey, what's going on, RBL? RBL
That
just
was
dropped into
another
the
fire
chat.
interview you did. The interview you did with Rantcast. And that was funny because before we
That
had
was
the
epic.
interview, we were like, well, we'll have a couple things set off to the backside, once he tires out and goes on his merry way because, it's a 3-hour show. And SpongeBob narrator voice, 3 hours later.
I should have known.
He's still going, folks.
Yeah.
He's still going. He went the full distance and he went for speed, Cake.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
I think he went and did somebody else's show after we got off that call too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on some of that Northwest Arkansas yayo.
Yeah, I was there to fluff him, man, for the next show. That's what it was. Yeah.
Wow.
What?
So Dead Fella just heard by re-record of Bull Moose Special. Could not find piano or anything normal. There, I said it real quick. All this weird, crazy, like Moogie bass, and one was literally called Schmutz bass. And I thought, maybe if I remix Juicy Mattress, or tell you what, if I get to a 10th remix of the Norman Finkelstein song, you're on Schmutzy
There
bass.
you go. Yeah.
You're on.
That would probably work well.
Because you know what? I haven't remixed Milli Vanilli yet.
Yeah, but do you really need to? Like, all right, let's stop. Let's stop right here for a minute.
Weren't they remixed from the get-go?
No, we need to just let's slow down. All right. This is like when Dazak and Zhengli are playing in the Batcave. All right. Like, terrible things could result from this activity. All right. Like world ending type things. Do we really need to discover if that's a possible outcome? Or can we just like say that maybe it's just better if we don't try? Maybe the world will be a better place if we just leave it be where it is.
Honestly, I think Milli Vanilli would remix far better with Taylor Swift. But I just could not bring myself to remix Taylor Swift. So it would probably be Hannah, Indiana.
Oh, good God.
AI mixed with Milli Vanilli. Because Milli Vanilli is kind of like...
That might actually work.
Milli Vanilli is like prehistoric AI music.
Yeah.
Girl, you know it. Girl, you know it. Girl, you know it. Girl, you know. That's actually where it skipped on the record.
Right.
And I'd always thought, man, that would be great to make a techno song where I skip the record at the same spot where the record skipped when they were in the middle of their jumping jack choreography, and the whole crowd's like, and all of a sudden they're like, holy shit, these two jackasses can't even fucking sing. Like,
right. I think Recycle Bin Laden just gave you your song title. Blame it on Ukraine.
Yes. Blame it on Ukraine. Bombs were falling. Oh, God. That would be like a Weird Al Yankovic type take.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Big Weird Al fan. Oh, man. Me and Weird Al go way back. Weird Al has had some fire fucking parodies. But
Yeah, he
honestly,
has.
my favorite, to me, the pinnacle of Weird Al Yankovic music is when he does those goddamn 10-minute long polka medleys where he's on an accordion, hyped up on crystal meth or something. I don't know. And he plays like, I don't know, 20 or 30 popular songs from the entire year in 10 minutes on the accordion with fucking, but like on those polka mixes, normally then singing the actual words. Whereas like all of his other songs, they're like parody lyrics, like, the Miley Cyrus party in the CIA.
Yeah. Well, he's a very talented musician. Most people don't know that. Most people think he's just a jerk off that writes stupid parodies. But no, he's actually a very well trained musician.
And he graduated from poli-sci.
Yeah.
With a master's.
You know what that means?
Probably has more. Yeah, man. He's a master debater.
That's right.
Man, I can't believe how far the country has fallen. But then again, it's not that it's fallen that far when I look at this State of the Union. Because when I go back in my memory to like, even before Reagan said, to Gorbachev, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall at his famous Berlin speech, going all the way back to like 82 and 83 when it interrupted my fucking MacGyver. God. All right. All we've got is a piece of cane, bubble gum, and Astroglide lube. Let's make swamp grenades. All right. I'm coming for you, Murdoch. Anyway, so MacGyver gets interrupted, and I can remember it, dude. Fucking, and H.W. Bush right up there this is right before he fucking George H. Bush, George Herbert Bush. This is like literally Poppy. 2 months before he has dinner with Hinckley's brother, who then shoots fucking Reagan and injures Brady, and that's the name Brady Bill.
Yeah.
The attempted
James
assassination of Reagan.
Yeah. They would always wheel him out for special occasions in the 80s. It's like, hey, remember this dude that got shot?
When I think back to those, because Reagan already had fucking Alzheimer's.
Yeah, he was already deteriorating in office. Yeah.
Reagan was when Reagan took office before Biden, he was the oldest one that had ever been president.
Yep.
And he was clearly already senile at inauguration. And so every one of his appearances now, when I go back and play the tape in my mind, because I got a photographic fucking memory, obviously. And I'm like, holy shit. Biden didn't do any worse than Reagan. Biden didn't do any worse than George H. or God damn,
no, we
George
haven't uncovered his gun running operation yet. Yeah.
So it's not that.
So he still got that on Reagan.
It's not that the government is that much of a fucking clown show. It's just now that it's so painfully obvious. Now I have the benefit of old age to then go back through my memories and realize, oh God, it's been a fucking clown show.
Yeah.
It's always been dog shit.
Far back as I can remember.
It's just back then I was still naive and I still believed in Santa Claus and Great Pumpkin. And I still do. Santa Claus, Great Pumpkin, 2024.
Yeah.
Keep voting. Don't stop believing, kiddos.
Not the orange I thought you were going to endorse, but all right. There you have it, folks. The Yona is telling you who
My
to vote
vote
for.
Great Pumpkin.
That's right.
Because if you bury the Great Pumpkin at the Pet Cemetery, Donald Trump will come back to life and win again. Shirtless, muscular, pectoral Trump with the Bible in one hand and the rifle in the other, but no bald eagle. As Trump will tell you himself, bald eagles are extremely dangerous animals.
Oh, yeah. Is he going to be playing the Christian nationalist role in the extremist category this year? Is that's what's happening?
I think our best hope for defending the 2 Amendment is clearly a Christian that knows the 2 Corinthians.
Yeah, it's over my head.
Because, otherwise I would just plead the 5 Amendment. Or you could say 2 Corinthians, 2nd Amendment, but, you don't want to sound too smart.
Yeah.
Trying to pander the lowest denominator there. You take every vote you can get. Because, votes matter. Keep believing. Literally, I seen somebody putting out political flyers today when I was at the Kroger.
Oh, good God.
And I just wanted to go up to him and say, bless your heart. You're special. You are really special. Bless your heart. You darling thing. But then I drop my niece off. She gets out. And I'm going to drive off. And the person handing the flyers turns around and boom, full face shot of fetal alcohol syndrome. So
wow.
Now I can't.
Yeah.
Who did they get to put these fucking That's who they got.
Yeah.
They put these political flyers out.
Well, and I'm sure they got paid for it, And
it's a good job.
I probably got like $50 to spend an afternoon, putting out flyers in a parking lot.
And that kid was having so much fun. He was literally hopping and skipping from one sticker to the next and had his little taping him up.
Didn't even know he was committing evil.
Politics. Wow. I mean, look, at least he's doing political signs and he's not building a fake bomb with the FBI or something.
Well, no, you got to work your way up, Yona. Yeah. You don't start building bombs with the FBI. Like you got to prove yourself.
Oh God, they were
like
Democrats.
It's just like anything else.
It was for a Democratic candidate for city council. So yeah, that kid on the spectrum, he doesn't realize, but he's already on the minor league circuit for bomb assembly. Oh my God.
Yeah. He'll get there.
I got to let his parents know.
I have faith that if he's persistent and he works hard and applies himself, he will get there. He will be working with the FBI one day.
This is terrible.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see a Downey in federal court next week. Busted for extremism, trying to blow up the local Piggly Wiggly or some shit.
Putting it under fucking wiper blades and then going over and taping it to a column. And I'm like, God damn. I just want to say, bless your heart to that. I'm just going to drive on now. I'm going to keep driving. I'm not going to say anything. Oh, man.
It's America, man. I just...
God, we can't get anybody to put these flyers out. Hey, Mabel, your son down in the basement, can he walk? Well, of course he can walk. Can he tape paper? Well, yeah. We'll pay him
$50.
$5 an hour. $5 an hour.
$50
an hour. I got to figure they were paying this kid like some poor autism worker at Goodwill. Have you heard about Goodwill?
Oh yeah, I shop there. That's where we're at in America, 2024.
Did you know that Goodwill has a special labor exemption from the Department of Labor where they actually don't even have to pay anything to some of their employees because they're
called volunteers.
Needs.
It's the same thing with the Salvation Army. I worked for the Salvation Army in their thrift store in my hometown when I was 19 years old. Matter of fact, I have a pipe, a little wooden pipe, hand carved, that I got from the donation ladies when they were brought or it was brought in a donation in a pair of combat boots. And the little old volunteer ladies who sort through all the donations found it, and they brought it to me like they just knew. They were like, well, he's going to make the best use of this.
Here we go, right at the last second, folks. People have asked me.
2-minute warning.
Colonel Drizled. Colonel in what army? The Salvation Army. And that's the more you know. Colonel of the Salvation Army with the wood piece there to prove it.
Yeah.
The wood pipe.
But no, Salvation Army is a total fraud, by the way.
Yeah, and so is Goodwill. Yeah. But, it's for a good cause. It's grift in the right place.
It's for the grift. That's the cause.
It's grift in the right place. Grift and right for the heart. So we got that Death to Tyrants queued up to play everybody out tonight.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
World premiere, because Death to Tyrants, he spends so much time on these videos, and a lot of times the videos don't get played, and, guy's just fucking talented. Shout out to Death to Tyrants.
There you go.
And, with that, thanks for joining us for round 16. We'll see you for round 17 around the bend here, folks. Tag 60. Blessings to all now and forever.
Hello. Hey, everyone. I'm Joe Biden's husband.
Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Let's go, Brandon. Hey.
I got news for you.
I'm gay.
Love that Taco Bell bell.
You're nasty.
I get a rock hard phone when I'm 50 years. Not on my house, suck close to my son. Yeah, I pooped on myself.
Yes, I did. For a little. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I pooped on myself. I pooped on myself. But I wrote the damn crime bill. I pooped on myself. I get a rock hard fun when I'm 50 kids. Gone wrong having sucked on my son's dick. Yeah, I pooped on myself. I pooped on myself. My son is a crackhead, but I'm the president.
Bell.
That's fucking retarded, Biden.